Alright, everyone. Welcome back to another thrilling episode of the Fury of Dracula Duos and Dark Calls tournament. This is Skybreaker96 here with Team Dark Horse, and today we got our work cut out for us. We're playing Pizza Wizard from the team of Helm's Deep Dish. So, I don't play Pizza Wizard very often. However, this guy is one of the greats on the server that this tournament is being hosted on. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Of course, we're not going to approach this game as though we're already lost. That's not an attitude to have. We're just going to give Pizza Wizard a run for his money, and hopefully we'll deliver a victory fast and fresh, or in 30 minutes or less, or your delivery's free. Awkward pizza joke. Anyway, so I'm looking at what I have in my starting hand here, and it looks like I'm primed for an early vampire mature. I'm not 100% sure where I should begin. This is the quote-unquote Pizza Wizard setup. This is his ever-so-famous setup. It's a variant is slightly different from the Scott Sword setup. As you can see, he's put Seward here in Bordeaux. I'm not going to try to overthink this too much. I would rather start in my Fury of Dracula comfort zone. I think what I'll try to do is start... It kind of feels like everywhere starting is the wrong place to start. But, you know, I think I will just try to start off in... Let's try to... I'll start over here, in Varna. It might seem like a super obvious place to start, but you know what? At least he's not starting as deep as I like to start in the Austria-Hungary, so it might be a lot easier for me to get set up while I'm over there. There's one Dracula card for the bin. Who knows what it'll be? 2 Dracula cards for the bin. Okay, Mina, show me some good things. A garlic wreath, but what was that other card? Oh, an escape route. Okay. Alright, he just wished me good luck and have fun as well, so... While it would be tempting to immediately Dark Call and grab that card off the top of the deck, I don't think it's a good idea at this point in time. Ah, Holy Circle. Interesting. Okay, well, I saw a Holy Circle on Mina, and I saw a Garlic Wreath. So, that Garlic Wreath probably went to Godalming. Well, let's start. Let's move. To Constanta. We'll get our aristocratic vampire down and draw a reckless vampire in the process. Alright. So Godalming didn't even have an event. And he's traded something to Mina. He's probably holding that garlic wreath. Okay, 2 other cards. And Dracula card goes to the bin. Seward has an unknown event. And so does Van Helsing. Alright. Alright, well, not a lot of searching going on right now. I guess that's fine. I can live a little less anxiously about that. Let's see how many items Seward has in his hand. Just 2. Okay. Okay. Nobody's traded to Seward. Now, unless he's got incredibly lucky. Alright, well, we will just slide the trail. And let's misdirect that card. Let's misdirect Varna. And now I'll play the hide card on the trail. And we'll hide some bats. Wow, I'm drawing every vampire. All the vampies are coming out to play. If he leaves me another card on the top of the deck, I think I'll Dark Call and claim it. Now that I have all the vampires. Well, practically all the vampires. This is... Alright, what are you going to throw away, Godalming? Holy Circle and a Garlic Wreath, that tracks. And a Holy Circle. Alright, Seward, what you got? And Mina's throwing away the other Holy Circle. Okay, so both those Holy Circles are out. And there's a horse. Mina has a horse. Okay. I don't know if that should be concerned about the horse or not, but we will see. Is she still holding the escape route? Yeah, she's still holding the escape route, but she's got 2 other things. Van Helsing's got 2 events. And, oh, he's trading with Seward. I am anticipating that there is going to be a wax cylinders coming in my near future here. Godalming, Godalming's got 1 event. Okay, just had to do a quick tally and look at the discard pile. Not a very big discard pile right now. Okay, but you know what? You know what? I did say these opportunities aren't going to present themselves for too long, so I'd better grab that card, and who knows what it'll be. Well, lots of stuff to play with there. Roadblocks. Okay, I'm just going to hold those roadblocks. You never know when a roadblock will come in handy. Pistol and a crucifix. Okay. But there is a hoax. I'm going to want to get that hoax down on the trail as quickly as I can. Ooh, hired scouts. Okay, where's he going to look? I think he might... Ooh. Varna and Athens. Okay. Ooh. There's a brow wipe. And Sister Agatha. Okay. That should be good to note. So don't try to fang people. Dogs. And Mina is at full events. She probably tossed a pointless event card into the discard pile, mind you. Okay, well, since he already looked in Varna, I think I might just slide down to Varna as my move for this turn. Okay. They're still trying to work on their horse economy, thankfully. Thankfully, I haven't been spotted yet. Well, let's move. Slide the trail down. Since we're hiding under some bats. Oh, well, the dark call kind of screwed up my sequencing of plays. I would have loved to have gotten a rumor token down on that vampire, but unfortunately, when you dark call, you don't have the opportunity to play the rumor. So there's no sense in me rumoring a No, a lot of these are good cards that I just don't want to wipe away, you know? But I suppose maybe the least useful out of all of these is the Spy? Sure, why not? And confirming, and we will pass. And I'm just gonna skip these the roadblocks will come in handy later. I'm fairly certain of it. But the question is, it's just like, all right, what do I want to roadblock? Dogs and garlic. Okay. Seward, and Seward throws away garlic. Oh my goodness. All these Dracula cards that are kind of in my favor here. And a crucifix. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm actually somewhat impressed by all of the gumminess that my Dracula cards are providing. That's an unhealthy string of them. There's like, what, 9 Dracula cards drawn out of the first few supply actions. This guy's going to be lucky if he even sees a newspaper. Did I just see Mina reveal a chartered carriage? Okay. Yeah, she did. It's a chartered carriage. I don't know where that escape route went. Oh, man. But I know that there is one out there somewhere. It must have gone to Van Helsing. That's about the only thing I can... But then who did he trade it to in turn? If he did trade it. Okay, well, let's get back to my Dracula. Okay. Feeding now seems a bit pointless. And since he's checked Varna... Oh, what if one of those cards that he has is actually a newspaper, and then he just starts gunning straight for me and Varna there. Well, if that's the case, I might just roadblock him early, and then we'll see what happens. But I think what I should do now is I should move to Sophia, because, well, I have no choice but to. Now, this won't get wiped away. We should... Okay. I'll put up a desecrated soil early. It'll help me cycle through the deck and maybe find my fog cards maybe just a little bit faster. And, well... Yeah, the Spy and Varna. Alright. Alright, now, is there a newspaper? Yeah, it never fails. Newspapers always come to ruin my fun. Now, Mina does have a chartered carriage. If Mina cared to, she could get down there. Another pistol and a garlic wreath. Local rumors. Well, congratulations, I'm nowhere near Vienna. Seward's gonna supply. Throw away rifle. Looks to me like he's hunting down all the knives and heavenly hosts. Yep, she'll charter carriage. That is fine. Okay. Now the question is, this might be giving Pizza Wizard a bit more information, but I suppose what I could do is I could use the bats to move Mina to Varna. Yeah, and then spring the spy on her. Okay, discarding a knife. Well, that's a good throw. Now, who knows? Maybe maybe their other card was a stake. Well, okay. Now the question is, does Godalming have a horse? I think I just move to let's move here to Salonika. And I think I'll get the hoax on the trail. We'll just keep the fact that I have that roadblocks in my back pocket. Since Mina's delayed, there's nothing she can do about that, me maturing Constanta. Garlic and dogs. Okay. Wow. I am extremely fortunate that those Dracula cards are coming in to gum up his his day supply actions. These hunters would have so much more information to play with if they Alright, Seward moved. Van Helsing made landfall. I wonder if it's worth my time and energy once I wipe the Dark Call off the board to Dark Call again to get that other Dracula card. Yeah, I'll mature it, 'cause taking the 4 points now wouldn't be too terrible. Devilish Power. Okay, good. I like having Devilish Power. It'll keep me safe from Consecrated Ground, but I need to make sure that I get my Desecrated Soils on the trail so I can keep moving and healing up as I move. Dogs and a Garlic Wreath. Okay, all the dogs are out, and so are all the Garlic Wreaths. And there's only 5 more cards left. Holy Bullets is gone. I wouldn't put it past Pizza Wizard to try to utilize Holy Bullets in this game. He's one of those players that sort of has an unorthodox style of play that suits him, and he seems to be quite comfortable with it. Okay, so there's another fast horse on Van Helsing, and they must have their economy all figured out. Mystic Research. Okay. That's one card I don't have to worry about. What did I put on where I am now currently? A hoax? Yeah. Yeah, the hoax. Alright, what's in my Dracula hand? Do I have bats? No, but I do have a fog. Well, my movement options are somewhat limited here. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to move. I'll go to Valona. And then I'm going to have to make a decision whether or not I want to make a run for it or not. I'll play Desecrated Soil here. Man, another... Oh, my goodness. This is the game where all the Dracula cards are kind of just coming up and they're getting in the way of the hunters. It's kind of beautiful, actually, to sit and think about it like that. We're not doing too bad. Godalming is kind of sitting... I don't know if Godalming has anything good. I throw away a stake and a rifle. Okay, there's only 2 cards left in the deck, so I need to wait until the cycle and see what we have left. Another Holy Bullets, okay. And they're going to fast horse again. Okay, they don't have a perfect horse economy. Okay, and what are you going to throw away? Really? Okay, so a Heavenly Host hit the bin. So no CC? Question mark? Okay, I'm going to do a quick... So, Godalming has 2 events in hand. And he's got 3 items. That seems about right. That garlic wreath can't be an item anymore. Seward has got a full grip of items, but he's only got 3 events. Van Helsing has got 3 cards in his 3 item cards in his hand. And 2 events. Okay. I don't know where that escape route is floating around somewhere. I didn't see a player discard it. And Mina's got 1 horse plus 2 other items, so she's got a full grip of 3 plus only 1, 2. Oh, she's got a planned ambush now. Yeah. You have to pardon my words, but I think I'm going to have to play... well, actually, no. I have full control over my words. So, alright. So the discard pile's got all 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1 pistol out there somewhere. 2 rifles. 2 hosts, because he threw 1 away. He has to have 1 horse somewhere that I haven't seen. Probably, there's 3 stakes. And 1 bullets. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24... Huh. Oh, right, and there's also 2 knives. So he's favoring the classic, or the most powerful, kind of strongest items cards set up here. Well... I wonder... This is risky. I could go to Sarajevo. Oh, yep. Yeah, thinking. Let's slide the trail. I mean... Yeah, now, if I hide... See, this is the part where I have to make the game-breaking decision. Is Sophia on the trail at all? Yeah, it is. It's got a desecrated soil on it. Okay, so I'd have to go to Sarajevo or hide here, and then I have to make a decision as to whether or not I want to go down to Athens or not. Well, hiding is probably not the worst thing in the world for me. I think I'll take this opportunity to... Well, actually... I think I'll feed right now. That might not have been the right decision, but right now, as it stands, his hunters are sort of still trying to get their collective crap together. All right. So, garlic and dogs. Okay. And a pistol. Okay. But was that this pistol? Okay. Okay, so he was trading items with Godalming. Yeah, I think these aristocratic vampires aren't going to be as big a help to me as I would like them to be. So I'll throw them away. And surprisingly, I don't have any rats. That's kind of not typical. Okay, Mina had a heavenly host. Okay. So that's one of the hosts on a that. You know what? Why don't we just move? We'll slide the trail. Going to sea right now seems a bit too early. I think I'll go down to Athens. I think it's high time we got another vampire on the trail. And we'll put down a... Let's put down the reckless vampire. Now, we can't forget to put the rumor token on this one. But I can still hide here, because I fed last turn. Now that roadblocks will come in handy. I think I might use those roadblocks to buy myself a bit of time after I have to eventually go out to sea. Oh, newspaper reports. Okay, well, there's another newspaper's gone. Okay, Godalming now has a horse. But the question is, does he have his own horse, or is it Van Helsing's horse? See, there we go. Dogs. Seward is probably going to stay there. What are you going to do, Mina? Okay, well. It's kind of a shame that, what's on 55? Oh, desecrated soil. Yeah, I mean, if it was a fog, I could have stayed here longer, but I don't want to do that, I guess. I'll hide. And I'll make Sophia a lair. Why not? Oh, sure. We'll put a saboteur there. Just to get rid of a dead weight encounter. And then I will hide. Nah, we want the... I think we want the bats. I don't know if he thinks that I have roadblocks in my hand or not, but... Well, surely he must suspect now. Okay, there goes a rifle. And a stake. Okay. Hired scouts. Oh, goody. Yeah, well, Why pick... I guess he picks Amsterdam just to pick Amsterdam? That's a little silly. That is a little silly. Oh, okay, Godalming has a stake. That's fine. Okay, well, we're gonna chuck the rats. And we're gonna chuck the saboteur. And I think we'll also throw away the wolves. Yeah. He did not reveal a heavenly host. Alright. So Seward or Van Helsing probably has it? There's one that still wasn't accounted for. Okay. There's one of his night supplies gone. Well, it's a foregone conclusion at this point. Yeah, it's dirty, all right. Lots of dirt. Well, let's move this trail, right? We'll make Salonika into a layer. And we'll put the mob there. Now, how do we want to handle this situation? I mean, I can think about it while I'm on the move. Well, I've kind of overstayed my welcome, to be honest with you. And road blocking, I can sandbag Athens for... Let me check roadblocks. After each dusk. Yeah, you know, I like that. Okay, we're gonna move. Ouch, I'm in the Ionian Sea. Haha. And then we will end our turn. Oh. I am an idiot. I did not put my rumor token down on Athens. knew I should have done it earlier, just to save bother. Okay, ooh, he definitely did have a stake, so... Okay, garlic wreath. Evil presence. Well, guess what, Seward? Yeah, you all kind of already knew that. Another crucifix. Well, they know what it is, and I know that they've got a heavenly host, so... I'll trigger the soil again. Because, yeah. Alright. We'll discard the mob. And we'll throw away the wolves. And... yeah, we'll just discard those two. Now here's the question. If I put down roadblocks, I can prevent them from getting in there. I'll throw away the rats. Why not? Rats. And rats. Yeah, of course, she's going to clean up that desecrated soil. Now I'm actually kind of glad that I did play the feed card. But with Godalming delayed, and Mina... I don't know if Mina has another stake. But I want to give that vampire time to mature. And as fun as it would be to drop onto Cagliari, I think I'm gonna choose to not do that. Only because I'm afraid Seward might be holding on to an excellent weather, and then he could just drop right onto me and then kind of just cause a whole world of grief. I think I'd rather do the whole Captain Drax Sparrow and get as much distance on the ocean as I can while I'm still out here. So, yeah, there's that. So, let's just pass this, and then if I play these roadblocks, oh, this, you know what? I'm gonna buy my vampire some time. Now, they could be petty and decide, hey, let's go the long way around and get the vampire that way. Garlic. Alright. Bullets. Well, that makes me mildly happy. Choose a roadblock to remove. Well, we'll remove that one. Thing is, when I play this on the iOS or the handheld, these roadblocks are so small. And like you have big fat fingers. It's almost like you need a stylus, like a personalized stylus to like to tap on those and select them. Man, I have been playing my Dracula game very inefficiently. I could have had 7 influence extra. I could have been at 11 influence now with that play. But I chose to just sort of speed through things reflexively. Alright. Evil presence. Well, congratulations. I'm not adjacent to anybody. The thing is, you don't want to be anywhere near Seward. You just don't. You don't really want to be anywhere near Seward. But the thing is, if I can't play cards onto the trail, then I'm in a world of hurt, so to speak. I could fake a Cagliari landing. Go to Rome. Well, let's do the pertinent thing first. Let's slide the trail. And I will make that into a layer. Valona is a layer now. And I'll put a spy there. Because next turn I'll be able to get the feed card off the trail. But let me just take a moment to think about what the consequences of me moving to Rome could be. If I go to Rome and Pizza Wizard thinks that I went to Cagliari, then Seward is kind of stuck out there. But landing in Italy kind of gets me surrounded by all the hunters. I, for one, think that... You know, and I haven't seen Seward use horses, so I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just move one more sea space. With all my desecrated soils in the bin, the only other healing I'm going to have is from playing Fangs. Oh, excellent weather! Huh. Well, there's one of them. And a crucifix. Well, it's a good thing hired scouts came up like that. And a rifle gets thrown away. Well. Okay, Mina still has the fast horse. Gotta stay calm. Gotta stay calm. We can still make something happen out of this. Alright. Now I'm not too eager to... I might need to save my wolf form for when it really matters. But he could try a consecrated ground lock on... Because wolf forming inland seems expected. Well, maybe we should do what the expected thing is, to be honest with you. You know what? I'm just gonna land. And I think there's enough variety of possibilities that I could have gone to. Well, he knows that I went at least to the Mediterranean. No, we don't want to punt. I think, yeah, we'll go to Madrid. I'm gonna get my, another Reckless Vampire onto the trail. Let's see, Devilish Power, it says. Remove Consecrated Ground, discard Hunter's Ally, cannot supply. Okay, now we know Godalming has a stake, so we have to ambush him. Now this is where that escape route comes in handy for him, if he has it. No, he doesn't have it, okay. He's gonna try to escape, I know it. Even if he punches. What if he thinks to punch first? It's either run or punch or knife out of this guy. No, but he has a stake and a horse. So whatever his one item is, it has to be a doozy. Yeah, let's see. I'll mesmerize. Maybe he doesn't have a good combat item. Okay, he played escape. Fair enough. Now we got another round to dance around him. Can I draw a plotting, maybe? Nope. I guess if he's gonna play dodge, about the only thing... Well, let's dodge the claws and see what happens. Yep, that's what I expected. Now he can get away pretty easily here. I think the only thing I can do is just play Fangs. If he runs, he runs. If he plays Knife, that'd be kind of fun. But I doubt that he'll play Knife. Yep, he's just gonna go for the stake. But at least I get one more influence point that way. Holy bullets. Does Seward not have the another horse? I'm gonna have to think about the wisdom of that move. Yeah, since I have both my fogs, I can easily just sort of shuffle to the coast. Oh, he checked to see if I wolf formed. Oh, okay. Yep. Good night, sweet prince. Discarding a pistol. Okay. What was that card, Mina? Still a planned ambush. Okay. Ooh, the temptation. Well, you only live once, right? I can at least still shuffle my way down to the coast. Oh. We'll make it a lair. We'll clear Sophia. I don't like it. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I doubt I'll be maturing any hoaxes anytime soon. So... Oh, this is a huge gamble. Do I toss the dice and grab this Dracula card and see what it is, and hope to regain some health by fogging over to the South Atlantic coast. He doesn't know where I am currently. So, oh, you know what? This is Duos and Dark Calls, and we're here to Dark Call. So let's do it. Ooh, Vampiric Influence. That probably wasn't worth it. And he had a rifle. Well, let's discard this, I think we'll throw away the horse. So she had a rifle. She no longer has a horse, and she's at Heavenly Host. And she had a planned ambush, a transfusion, and she had a chartered carriage. Put her in Zagreb. Maybe the arrogance of that move makes it look like I... No, he's probably going to discount Cagliari for certain. Ah, Seward did have the other horse. Alright. But now Van Helsing can't have a horse. Okay, he's trying to eliminate the sneaky possibilities. That's cool. I like that. I like that he's thinking that way. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. That was probably his last night supply. Alright. Let's move. Slide the trail. Hide is coming off. Let's move. Oops. Again. Sometimes the locations hide behind all these other... Alright, so I'm going to go to Cadiz. I'm going to put down another vampire. Now we're not going to forget to do that this time. Because we've been forgetting to do it every other time. Next thing I have to do is I have to feed. I have to feed, and then I'll hide. Surely by now he must have suspected that I've gone... Okay, no, he's doing his due diligence. He's checking all of these locations. A stake. All right. Well, would have loved to have had those roadblocks now. I could have roadblocked out Spain, and then the only way they could get in would be by rail. And since they have a horse economy set up, they're not doing good for rail right now. Mind you, now that I've severely crippled, well, at least maybe not severely crippled, but I've crippled for sure their, it's still a planned ambush? Yep, it's still a planned ambush. Alright. Do I feed now, though? It's such a hard choice sometimes. I mean, I can still feed later. But I might not get the chance to feed later, if you know what I'm saying. Huh. No, I'd better take the opportunity while it lasts. There's the pressure of a tokened vampire on the trail, which, if it matures, will push my influence up to 12. No, I think I have to fight him now. We need to learn a little bit about what Seward has in his hand. Strength and strength. That's no good. Maybe I'll just mesmerize. Seems like the first turn played a thing to do. If he throws a Heavenly Host out, then at least that's one less I have to worry about. No, it punches. Okay, well that sounds about right. Could have fanged off the hop. Again, wow. Nothing but garbage for my combat hand. Oh, well, he kills my vampire in any case, but I deal some damage to him. Ouch. Et tu, Brute? Now we can play the elaborate guessing game. I've got more spaces to move if I decide to just hide, you know? That's an interesting little congregation. Oh, please, please give me a... Oh, he must have had another... He must have had at least one more night supply in him. I must have miscounted it. I'm kind of hoping he gets a bit desperate, though, and starts thinking. Now, here's the question. Do I move? Or do I hide? Such a big decision. I put another... Okay, I think maybe the better option, I'll slide the trail. I will play hide. We'll put a fog on the hide. And I'll put another rumor token down on Cadiz. And then we'll pass. Whew, man, this is getting intense. My kids are gonna be home any second. This dog is gonna bark up a storm, so I'm gonna let him out of my room. Renewed vigor. Oh, okay. Well. Yeah, I can't afford to stay on land for too much longer if this is how it's going to pan out. Okay, well, I will ambush him with the fog. And I will ambush him with the vampire. Yeah, he has a forewarned. Okay, fair enough. Now I know he has a knife. Is he going to try to run, though? Huh. I don't know. Maybe I fangs first. Yeah, he escaped. But, you know what? At least it gives me another influence point. Can Mina get there? 1, 2, 3. No, she can't. Well, maybe she... Well, no, she can't. The way the renewed vigor pans out, she can't quite make it. Holy circle. Another hired scouts. Congratulations. We need to bang Mina up a bit. I think it's highly unlikely of her trying to... You know what? She could gamble on that one hard and lose. I'll play Fangs. Let's see if they have the balls to throw out the Heavenly Host. Nope. Okay. I think they'd save it for Dracula. I really think they would. She might punch. Oh no, chose to escape. Okay. Alright. Let's go Fangs again. Okay. Claws. Alright, well, we beat her up a bit. Okay, Mina's the one who played the planned ambush. Seward. What have you got, Seward? You know, the thing is, I think I just strength Seward. I know I'm going to get splashed by that Heavenly Host in any case, so we're just going to hopefully not play into it. Okay, one broken knife is a good broken knife. And now Mina... Okay, now that Heavenly Host is out of her hand, we know that the only other weapon she's got is a rifle. So let's... play strength. And who do we strength? I think we strength Seward. To break his other weapon. Hopefully. Another knife? We're making all kinds of good choices today. Ouchies. But see, the only thing Mina can do is either punch or dodge. I think we claws. But it would be so like them both to dodge this turn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be able to escape to the sea, which is unfortunate. Who do I claw? I don't know, I think we claw Mina. And hope that they didn't choose to dodge. Oh, oop, I think I'm hosed now. You're kidding me. 3 knives. Wow. How unexpected. I don't think I had an out. No. Alright. Well, I made it to week 3. Well, that's a bit disappointing. But you know what? We gave ourselves some good IDC there. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping. So it's 3rd week. And my influence was, I believe, was at 7? Let's check. Yep, 7. Yeah. Still wasn't good enough. Huh. Yeah, LOL. Yeah. Always forewarned. Oh. Yeah, it was devilish power. Yeah, mind you, should have clawed Seward. Jeez. Yeah, if I'd clawed Seward, that would have been... I would have KO'd Seward, and then it would just be me and Mina, and Mina had a pistol... and a rifle. Ah, well. Well, I'm not posting any W's today, but this is just Skybreaker96 reporting from the tournament trail. Happy trails, everyone. Jeez. Yeah. They never... Oops. Suspect the 3rd knife. Yeah, that was kind of a hard choice. I think, ultimately, that Vampiric Influence... I think maybe I forced Mina to throw the wrong card away. Alright. Well, again, when... reporting from the tournament trail, Skybreaker96 for Team Dark Horse. signing out.